laziness. Oh, that this is the way we're going to die. We'll probably go and stop it. But because we don't know, so death comes anytime. It can be through one sickness. It can be through one enemy. It can be anyhow. It can be through assassination. It can be through you running to armed robbers. Armed robbers. But what's important is that you one day die. I cry for this country because we are fortunate. Either we trivialize everything that happens. Either we bring religion to what we're doing, or the class you belong to. No country can ever succeed if we continue to allow impurity, lawlessness. No country, no matter how hard you work, you allow impunity, you allow lawlessness to continue to prevail, that country will never go anywhere. Even amongst government officials, not to talk about private individuals. I have read comments. Yes, I've wounded people politically, I have no regret about it. And I continue to wound them where necessary. Yes, people are not happy about it. So when things happen like this, you see all manner of things people will say. I was watching Channel 8 last night. I saw a lady and a man. You see, sometimes you just shake your head and God. Laziness can cause a lot of things. People don't read. People don't investigate. I saw the lady saying that Wike has met his match. And you don't want to find out what really happened. What was the problem? How can I see it?
See, Wike finally breaks silence over this issue between him and the naval officer in Abuja. That confrontation between him, that video that went viral. Wike finally explained his own side of the story, what transpired, what happened, that those military were already beating up his boys, his staff, like those they sent there. So how can he sit in his office and got a call that his boy has been beaten up, his staff has been beaten up by this military, that he will sit down in his office without doing anything, so he decided to go by himself, to go and see by himself if what they told him was true or not. But unfortunately, getting there, he could not control it. The anger was already there. He could not control it, so he decided to have this verbally abuse with the naval officer, who at the end ended up disgracing himself with that little confrontation. So I just want you to take your time, listen to what Wike said on this press conference yesterday, where he explained everything. Take your time, watch the video. We'll come back and talk about it. But don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'll be your guy. Run out for me now.
As a minister, government officials have been attacked. Government officials have been beaten up. Government officials to the level of directorship. Then I'm sitting in my office doing what? How will such officials carry out their functions again when they know their principal or their boss cannot protect them? Not as private individuals, as government officials. So many people have had problems. Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, former general, former head of state, former president, he will call me on phone. Minister, I look for this problem of land here. Please carry. I will solve the problem. That is former head of state, former elected president. We have the courtesy of calling the minister. Look, I have this problem. I have this problem. See how you can look into it. General Tiwadan Juma will call you. Look, now these are people who they all retired generals. These are people who cause discipline. They didn't bother because they were former chief of staff. They were former president. They never sent soldiers. They never sent anybody to go and attack anybody. They just call you. And respect the guys. Respect. I have to respect. And I'll tell them, sir, don't worry. I'll sort out the problem. And I will do. I won't even talk about other people who are highly placed. They will come to you. Mr. Minister, maybe we didn't know of this. If we knew, we would have done it like this. When a serving Major General attacked the development control, I wrote a letter The present chief of defense staff was chief of army staff then. I said, I wrote a letter. Because that is a serving military officer. That if anything goes wrong, he's still under the authority, under the control of the military. When I came on board, before them, President Jonathan had awarded a contract to develop another city, which was close to the military, but awarded a contract, not to me. A Frederick has superseded over by the CNC. Awarded. The contractor went there, he was just away. I wrote a letter. We met. The late chief of army staff, Alabangi, was there. The former chief of defense staff was there. These same ministers of defense, they were all there. We all met. I said, look, it is not good, this government and government. Let's see how we can resolve this. I never one day, I respect institutions. And I know what it takes. Even as a governor, no governor will say that they supported the military that more than me. So I know. But how do you see a private individual knowing fully well that you are against the law? It is not military versus government, no. If it was military, I would have written to them that look, military, why are you doing this? This is a private individual. Land was not allocated to him. Land was allocated to a company called Santos in 2007 for parks and recreation. They applied to the former minister for change of use. The minister refused. The man went, started selling land. Maybe the former chief of staff fell into their scam, sold. This government property. It's not your property. If government officials came to say, look, what are you doing here? This is not, government has sat under the ministerial committee and taken back every land under parks and even under secretariat, because we felt that there are a lot of delays, suits, litigations. We said, no, we will continue with that. You send this to start beating government officials. Not private, government officials, beating them. Senior government officials, you were beaten. You couldn't even say, okay, let me get to the minister. See how they can help us, No, nothing like that. Simply because you had a relationship with the military. And government cannot enforce laws because you are attached or you had a relationship with a particular institution. Or you come from a particular place. Who does that? Who does such thing? How will this country progress? Okay, assuming the land is their own, assuming, though not considering land their own, you will build without building approval. You will build without building approval. And these are people who travel overseas. Some of you who have got the opportunity to stay overseas, who don't have the opportunity. Even when you have a deal that you're backyard, you can't even go and extend. You must seek approval from the cities. These are people who are complaining Abuja master plan has been distorted. Now the government has come to put a stop. So look, we have to comply with the rules. We have to comply with the rules. Nobody wants to do that. You Ghana people, they write all sort of jokes in newspapers. Wike did this, Wike did that. Wike shouldn't have done that. Wonder what did they talk to me? I represent president as a minister. So if, for example, if a minister arrives, you cannot have that decorum, that respect to say, sir, I'll give back to this. Can I call my other? Let me see how this matter will get resolved. Nobody talks about that. Security men say, bloody police, whoever, this bloody police that will talk to you. You say you're a commissioned officer. To God be the glory. Oh, thank God. But it is the same government officials that you are beating. They are the ones who made you to the commission. It is the same government officials that you are beating. You are not beating private people. These are government of carrying out legitimate assignment. Legitimate assignment. They are not private people. You are not dragging land with any private person. But assuming they are not considering that they are private people, is that why you should deploy the military? Assuming they are. You see a whole director, deputy director, senior government officials. It does not occur to you that, look, let me run back. See how I can resolve this one. Okay, what about those people who are not connected? So how do we implement? How do we carry out enforcement? So it will suit anybody. The government officials will go to civilians or ordinary Nigerians to enforce rules. But when you are related to a particular institution or you have a relationship with a particular institution, government officials cannot implement rules. Is that the kind of country we want? Nobody wants anything. Everything is. I've told everybody who cares. Even when you are working with me, you will not be here forever. Perfect your document. You don't know who's coming tomorrow. The mere fact that nobody did that yesterday does not mean that somebody will not do it tomorrow. Does not mean. Even if I want to help you, I should be able to say, listen, I will not be here forever. Therefore, I have to perfect the document. So when I leave, you will not have yourself to be blamed. That's what reasonable people do. I read what one former running staff wrote. He cannot tell me of decency and this. He cannot teach me. This was the same man who came to director the GOC to rig me election 2019. He couldn't rig me. He lost. He told the GOC that he should kill me. I couldn't be killed. He became agent in the APC primary for one of the presidential aspirants. He became agent. Look at the rank. Becoming a polling agent. He lost. He's the one correct that the minister did this and that. I mean, I've never seen people like this. I have no regret of my particular opponents. I will continue to make them have sleepless night. Whether you're in PDP, whether you're in APC, whether you're in ADC, my business. I have no regret supporting President Tinubu. And I never hit my intention. And I'll continue to do it. So if you like, write anything you want to write. In as much as I know, I'm standing by the side of the law. If you like, bring every ethnicity, coloration in your business. According to that, I mean, anybody should know. I mean, you see a young man, yes, a commission, so yes, me and the minister representing Mr. President. That alone should have given you that decorum. No. So you choose to challenge the minister and represent the president. And then you think that I'm not a human being, I have no emotions. You are carrying out an illegal job. When people say order, do you need to carry out an illegal order? When you are, if you are an officer, you are doing something that's illegal. Even if it is a legal order given to you, but that function you are doing is illegal. Police was built here under high tension. Police, even as an institution, not private. They arrested our officers. I said, wow, I went there by myself. Look at high tension. Even if they are worsening me, you will not encourage that. And I said, no, you can't continue to do it. It's not good. And I became, and I look at the documents. He said, they didn't know. They should obey it. An institution, not as private individual. Nobody will respect law. Nobody will do anything. Even when you take action, I'm aware of my coming as a minister, people were opposed to it. But I'm here. And I never one day knew that I would do something else. I was a minister before. But I never knew I would do this. I will do my job without looking at anybody's face. I will not go. You do this. You were here when ASU went to Senate. ASU said part of their conditions of calling off strike that they should tell the minister to leave the University of Abuja land. That have not been seeing the Navy on national television. That they should tell the minister to leave their land. That have not been seeing the Navy. Carrying that water by them. See, this is the country you are in. And what was the problem? How can anybody say they have 11,000 hectares of land. The whole of Lagos is 7,000. When the Minister of Education called me, I said, what are you? Tell me. We are checking the whole of Lagos is 7 hectares. He found that Lagos is only about 300 something hectares. I said, 11,000. He said, yes, my brother. So the former minister, he said, no, you can't do this. The former, not me. This is what I met, former minister. He said, no, you can't do this. And I carried out what was there. Oh, we can do this. We can want to take our money. The land will take it away. I will not allow intimidation. I will not allow blackmail. If you like, shout as you want to shout. The right to want. Remember when I was a governor? Under Buhari, they have the police trust fund. They deducted money from states. Every governor ran away. I went to court. I said, I won't agree. It's illegal. It must be by my support, not this way. I challenged it. And the court said, yes, you are right. When the court gave judgment, other governors wanted to say, they said, no, why did you go to court? I was the governor who went to court against that. Yes, I said this is illegal. I challenged it. It became a political issue. It became a religious matter. Everything you do, what does the law say about this? Let's follow the law. Oh, you close PDP secretariat because you are fighting the PDP. But you ask your question, come, have you paid the money? Are you going when you are not going? Up to now, have they paid? So, yeah, because you are fighting PDP. It's not the issue. The issue is that, yes, maybe I'm fighting you if I thought I'm fighting you. You. Where you hurt? Why do you give your enemy opportunity, for example? If it's your enemy, why do you give him opportunity to do? You know you're not right. You know you're not right. Nobody wants the right thing to be done. You want to have this road here. You want to have good sanitation. And it's okay, we'll do that. Look at all the big men, go to our soccer. Go. So we had the big refuse. Pretty important. They don't want you to go and carry it. Pay for it, you won't pay. Pay for it, you won't pay. All you want, government should come and carry it. The refuse you are the one generating yourself, cooking in your house. You come and dump it. Government's okay. For me to carry this refuse, you will pay 10,000. Tomorrow night, you can bring the soldiers. That the government government refused to carry the refuse in front of your house simply because you have a contract or whatever. So Nigerians should know that we're not talking about private individuals. That you are saying that it is right. Government officials carrying out official function. You are beating them. I mean, who does that? If the government officials are want to an institution like the military, say, look, you can't do this. It's a different thing. The land is not about this. It's not owned by military or any of the arms, Navy, Army, Air Force. No. Some people were thinking, oh, it's a military land. Why did you not write to the military? How would I write to the military? When it's a private individual, how would I write? The one that will involve military, I wrote. I will sit down and discuss. I know how many times communities have come. Oh, that the military have taken their land. Ask, the lot of land is here. How many times I invited the military? We discussed. It's okay. Community don't worry. We'll pay you some compensation just to resolve the matter. So I want one who understands the military. I'm sure if you go to that former chief of Afghanistan where he's trading Smith, they also have security men protecting this nest as part of the legal function. Taxpayers money protecting this nest. It has come to that level now. If you're a former military officer, they attach security to you. It's to protect your life, to follow you. It's not to go and do illegal job now. If you have a problem with government, you write to government and say, look, see. Government will ask, okay, this man has some division now. What do we do? How do we solve the matter? You give that respect. But not to intimidate government officials. Or intimidate me as a minister. I will not do that kind of thing. I will not do it. If it is this position, don't beg. But I want not to thank and respect fellow President for even considering me fit and for the decision. And I know, if I'm living here today, I'm going with my shoulders high. But I've done what I'm supposed to do. I'm not a very minister. No, I'm not. I'm not a minister who doesn't know his onions. I'm not. I do. I'm well grounded to know what is good, what is not good. I'm well grounded to know my left and my right. I'm not here to make everybody happy. And nobody can make everybody happy. Even in your houses, you cannot make everybody happy. Even your children, you can't satisfy everybody. You take the decision, it will not be palatable with your person. But you have to take a decision. That's leadership. If you like, pay journalists money, let them appear on channels. Pay them money, let them write on the newspapers. These are not people I listen to. Those are wounded politically. I will not to wound you. That injury will still be there. So anytime you wake up, you see the injury politically injury again, you know it's me. I have no regret to. I will continue to be. I have no regret that I supported President Tinubu. I have no regret. Because I know that he possesses the leadership to turn around this country. And because I'm not from a particular place, therefore, I cannot do my work. No. All of us, this country, belongs to all of us. All of us. If you do the right thing, every day, Abuja is changing. They've started Abuja master plan. And people are asking, okay, we have to stop this the starting of Abuja plan, master plan. Yeah. So the press, even if you are paid, also have conscience. This story I'm carrying, am I right? Am I correct? Is it true? No investigative journalism. Nobody does that again. Nobody reads. Go and find out what is the situation, what happened, before you come and feed lies to members of the public. God has what happened. What are the facts? Stop this because you have a platform. You talk anyhow. I'm not this kind of person that, if you like, carry from 7 a.m. to 7 a.m. We'll see a time discuss about weekend. Yeah, we'll see a time. Because I want to be bother myself. I found my conscience is clear that I'm doing the right thing. I will do it. If it will cost me my job, it's okay. It's okay. I'm happy if I'm living that I did the right thing. It's okay. Did I perform? Yes, I did. Will you still remember me? Yes. I will continue to step on toes. Well, people have given them notice of 2 weeks. Is it not correct? President appealed. We should extend. We extended. To almost going to 1 year now. Tomorrow, now when you want to inform now, they will go and bring bill. Is that the way we continue to run the place, to continue to behave? Now you won't go and pay. By the time the authority go and enforce now, you say, this belongs to one man who was the former chief of this. Therefore, he cannot enforce. This one belongs to one former retired judge. Therefore, you cannot enforce. But I can enforce. The one that nobody knows, that is, nobody knows this man. You can enforce rules. But you, because you are former this, the law does not come to where you are. And so you can wake up in the morning and send your boys, beat up government officials. I will sit there in my office that I beating my own government, my own officials. So what about you in that office? You have no respect for government officials. All you are talking about is the commission person. These people did not rise to directorship level. You are beating them, pushing them away. Instead of people to ask questions. You say, Wike did this, Wike, President sacked Wike, you like this. Even if you sack Wike today, will you stop people from carrying out their functions? Are you beating government officials because it's wicked? Are they wicked children? Are they private people? If any minister will come here and sit down and shut his eyes and allow illegality to continue, to bring back a city that Nigerians or the world is thinking that should be like other cities. Okay, let it be so. But me, Absolutely. And will not accept it. The right thing must be done. They were praising me high. It is good you stop the police from doing this. It's good though. It's good to stop police from building. It's good. But it's not good to stop a private individual who is carrying government land, who has no approval of building. That one is not good. But it's good that you say police don't do this and police stop. But that private individual who do possession and be followed now, he shouldn't have gone there. What will I do? I will stay in my office. You are kicking my official stay there. I shouldn't go there. So before you carry whatever you want to carry, go and investigate. Go to them. Can you give me the documents? Yes, that's not that they are trying to say that they can connive with the officials of government in the land this or the other country. We know. We know. But it has failed. It has failed. If you're a former chief of master, at that level, you have a problem. Does common sense not dictate to you? Let me see that list. No matter how difficult I am, no matter how, at that level, why will I know this? But the only thing I can tell you, well, yes, but we won't go this way. I don't want to set a precedent. I cannot see the way we will go about it. That's the way things are done. Civil society, that's how we do things. Not because you're this, and then you get to pick everybody that comes. You know, this society can't grow like that. It cannot grow like that. It cannot grow that. It cannot grow like that. Let's call a spade a spade. When you go back home, reflect, ponder over it. Am I right in what you are doing? You can be people. Write something. Some people say there are some lawyers from Lagos. Some say they are this from this. So if you like write everything, I write it. It will not change me. I will do that by consciousness and what I know is the law. Read the Professor Sebastian Horn's write-up. What he said. He said, look, Supreme Court has said that you obey order, don't mean you obey illegal order. No. You are told to obey legal things. What is it? So if because you are a security aide to former president or ambassador, then you now say, go and shoot this person. Then you carry gun. I was told to go and shoot you. You shoot. You kill him. Because he's order. Who does that? And then you think you will not be charged for murder. Because from my head of the go and shoot him. You will not have used that. Chief, I know this order is illegal though. If I do this, it's a murder. People have a problem of land. They have come to us. We have tried to resolve it one day. Don't use intimidation. Don't weaken government. You cannot weaken government. Because when we allow this now, others will follow suit. And then they'll say, when it happened to that place, what did you do? And your question is that it's correct. What did I do? So, gentlemen, I have respect for the military. I will continue to respect them. I know what the institution stands for. I'm not a fool. I went to school. So anybody taking time to bring conditions there to say, oh, they have a problem with the military. It's not correct. I don't have a problem with the military. I don't have a problem with the military. And I will not have a problem. But why would I have a problem with the government? I'm government. I don't know government. I don't know decision. Government decision. Yeah. Why should I not have a problem with it? I don't have. And I will not have. If military, we are having a problem with military, I know we are Toronto. If I go to chief of defense, I go to chief of army staff, or chief of naval staff, or air force, I'll become the chief of defense intelligence. I go to president. See, we have a problem with the military. I'll do that. But it's a private individual. How many people will I run to? If you have a problem with us, I run to president. If you have I run to president. If you have I run to president. Who does that? So all I will be telling president every day, this individual has a problem with us. This individual has a problem. Then president will not have any job to do that. So I don't have a problem with military. There's nothing like that. But I should also be respected as a representative of Mr. President. If a minister has come, this is say, I was the one who said, where is the officer? I was the one who said, where is the officer? I was not the one. It should be. Do you have documents? You don't have. Do you have video approval? You don't have. So what's the problem? We should allow lawlessness to continue. Okay. If this is what we want, but not while I'm sitting here, when I go, then allow that. My conscience will not allow me. If I'm enforcing rules, order, to other people, then I begin to say, this man don't go there because he was from this, he was from that. Nobody does that. So those who are writing, who are talking jokes, go and find out what really happened. Some people say I said the boy is a fool. And what I meant was this. You cannot be carrying out an illegal order. That's what I meant. I didn't say military fool. I couldn't have said that. I know the role of the military. The role they have been playing in this country. What they have passed through in fighting insurgents and terrorists. There's nobody. And I have always given my support to security agencies. As I came as FCT minister, go and see their security agencies. Go and see what I provided for them to fight and do their work. So if I know that, why would I say that it's not true? But you, what you're doing, you're not doing what you're taught as a Muslim. The mere fact you're officer does not mean that if you do what's wrong. It's like a professor in the university who will not allow young girls to rest, or will not allow people every time bring money for this and that. Then when I say that professor, I'll tell that professor, you're not supposed to be a professor at all. Even those who say you're a professor, the question, how do they give you? Because you are carrying out something that's not expected of you. It's not expected of you. So I hope you will report us well. You won't go cut off. What part of what I say, I'm joining to another wood, listen. Because that's what you will do now. Tell your bosses to go and read and do what they call it, investigative journalism. Not anything you see, you just carry. I cannot be. Even when I was a governor. You remember when a woman was adopted by the security in River State? I left my house as a governor. I went there, so you can't do this. Can you adopt a woman by this time? When Justice Liban was to be adopted by the security, midnight, I went there. I said, no, you can't do this. The president did today was the director of that in River State. I said, no, you can't do this here. As a governor. So that time I did well. He didn't talk about security if they have shot you. Because I went to defend the woman, I was right. Oh, he did well. He was defending the woman. It's not to do with the woman. It's not to do with what you're doing. It's not right. You cannot attempt the governor, see where you have gotten a judge in the night. And why can't you arrest this man in the daytime? What is wrong? Why night now? Look at the time. I refuse it. And I cannot be sitting as a minister. They are beating up government officials, harassing them. I said, no, let me say, if it was military, I said, okay, let me call the chief of the first time. Let me call the chief of the other time. This is a private individual now. He's a private person. Well, once you retire, you say you're a private person. You're a civilian. That does not mean the ability will not accord you the respect of the entitlement. You must subject yourself to civil rules. Even as military, you subject yourself. Not to talk about when you have left the military. You must subject yourself to civil rules. Nobody's above the law. The law does not know Mr. A or Mr. B. The law is no respecter of anybody. So people should learn that. And not to begin to bring emotions. What I think is because, I have told people that any day I wake up, they didn't come and I know something's wrong somewhere. It tells me I'm not done well. If you're a leader, if you occupy a position, nobody is talking about you, then something is fundamentally wrong. Not to talk about this kind of position. Where a lot of interest is there. We must talk about you every day. We must. So if I wake up, there's no story against the Minister of FCT, then something fundamentally wrong. After all, even as the people who are working with you and the mandate secretaries and coordinators, some of you, it's not everybody that does, what some people still sabotage your efforts. It's like that in government. You take decisions that something about it. I know what they started back. I know. But it's because I'm used to it. I don't bother myself at all. I don't. I know what people do against me at the back. Even those who are working with you, I know. But why would I bother myself? Because that is the way it is. Even those who work with president, when you hear some people make some comments at the back, you laugh. But what is everybody? Because you cannot satisfy everybody. You cannot satisfy everybody. You take decisions that some people don't like. But that's the way it is. So I wasn't brought here to be yes, but I will not do that. I'm here to step on your toes, to step on people's toes, to do the right thing. Every day, this one want this land. Every day, this one. Every day, this one. Even the green area, they want to take everything, convert it to build. So if we do that, what's the beauty of Abuja again? Everywhere green, convert it. Give me that. Give me this. The minister of education is just it does that. I think no. Now you want me to read this? We have announced. Everybody will write, we want to build this. It's not correct, they're not building anything. The moment you give office, they apply for conversion. They apply for conversion. They apply for conversion. So give your 200 hectares of land. We pay compensation to the villagers. Build something you won't build. Later, you convert and begin to draw their land and sell. We are giving the villagers out. What kind of system is that? What kind of system is that? I want to do agriculture. Why is that? Where are the farm? Then later you apply to the minister that has come. Convert it from agri to private residential. Then you go and sell to people in that estate. Then you make money. The villagers will pursue them. Government has lost their land. You say, oh, you want to make garden here, you want to do this. Government's okay, no problem. You give you. Do the garden. After about 2 years, you apply. Conversion for change of use. You know what you call it? That's like change of use. It's no longer park. First of all, you apply. I want it as park, recreation center. No, nothing recreation, nothing. Do nothing. They become land speculators. That's it. So if you know that, it's just terrible. It's just terrible. So, thank you. So the lot of land that there was the development control. Later, you gotta give them the fact, give them the document, and tell the world.
That is Wike's side of the story. What happened? Now, the problem is busybody. Wike is overreaching himself. He needs to calm down. He needs to learn how to be calming down. He's overreaching. I know he has the power, and as SCT minister, everything in Abuja is under his control. But there are some you still need to take a session, like think twice when military is involved, when this person is involved, not just this person, military is involved. You understand? Because I know the same way you use Jaguda, just this I have explained in my previous videos. It's just because of sometimes, as you've explained now, okay, that's what happened. A lot of people know what happened that day, that military was not supposed to be there. We've forgotten the law aspect. Military was not supposed to be there. Where people, Nigerians, military force, or Nigerians, or the government, supposed to have acted by blaming the military or the naval officer by reducing these boys to go, these military naval officers, then to go and be guiding an empty land or uncompleted building or empty lands. The land is a civil matters. So for them to have been there guiding, it is because they do not trust the Nigeria judiciary justice system. Again, our country is dead, nothing to write home about. Wike, he said, controls all the institute, all the judiciary. He controls them. Tinubu controls 3 arms of government, especially this justice system. Wike controls the one in Abuja and some other. Just Wike controls them. So these people lost hope. Instead of them to go to the court and seek justice, they resort to personal self-help, because as far as the person is involved is a military person, he has power. He can use his power to also act to say nobody will come to here, nobody will take over my land. You dare not come, or if you come, you do anyhow, you see anyhow. That is a Jaguda versus Jaguda. They don't meet each other. So who is to bow down? And now at the end of the day, you ended up disgracing yourself. I call it a disgrace. And I do not think you can revoke or you can even take over this land. As far as this same military is involved, whether it's illegal or not illegal, the man is being scammed, according to you and Larry, is being scammed or whatever. I do not think anybody will take over that land. I don't think so. Except president himself has to intervene. Either president is the only president. I don't think Wike can do it. No, and president will not want to intervene. Do you understand? And again, like I said before, everything you see Wike is doing today, going on, either good or bad, Tinubu is 100% in support of Wike doing this, either good or bad. Tinubu is in support. Tinubu knows what he's doing is right, is wrong. Instead of him he cannot do anything for this time. He cannot do Wike anything. The only thing is after 2027 election. And then Tinubu has successfully used Wike. Then after he wins election, God forbid, if at all he wins, then Wike is definitely going back to Port Harcourt, because Wike cannot continue as an SCT minister again, because this problem issues every time is too much. A lot of reports is on Tinubu's table. Wike issue, ask Wike to do this, ask Wike to resign, ask Wike to resign, ask Wike to apologize. Tinubu cannot take it in 2027 after that election, if at all, God forbid, he did not win the election. So that is just it. But Wike, for you, you need to learn how to calm down and let the Lord take his course where actually you're supposed to. But everything is not be power. So at the end of the day, this thing should have been sorted out without this confrontation. Should have been sorted out over the phones. Come to my office, speak on the phone, come to my office, go to his office, so everything will be sorted. Actually, you do understand? So it is because of what Wike has been doing, forcefully revoking C of oath from these people and giving it to his allies and their close friends, sons and daughters, wives, and all those people. It becomes a problem. Nobody Wike again. So no military want to allow you to take over his land, either good legally or legal. So that is just it. Anyways, Wike just learn how to calm down sometimes, and everything is not big by gaga. Now, what do you think about what Wike said? I know Wike is lying, and again, he said on that when they know they are fault, I know Wike, he will not apologize. He will just use a subtle apologies by saying that I have respect for institutions. That is what he will say. He will just use a subtle respect apologies to the institutions, to the military officers. He said he have Wike. When Wike is talking about rule of laws, in this impunity, this is that, this is the, we can't continue like this. I'll be like asking myself question: is it Wike that is talking like this, or is it another person, or how is Wike? If you truly believe in rule of law, we can't continue like this. This is impunity. You can't direct. You can't. But everything you have been doing, you violate court order. You do this. You don't obey anyone. Everything must be done in your own way. And you will come and decided to preach law to us, to others who have already following you, knowing fully well that you are far from obeying the court order, far from respecting institutions, far from respecting our democracy, and you come and be preaching laws to us. It doesn't work now. Do you understand? So that is that. And Wike is denying that he doesn't ask the person to. He doesn't say the person is a fool, was a fool. Then you said that. Now you say is AI generated, or they edited that. So it was there now, openly. So anyway, that's what you will see, just to justify yourself. We all know what happened. What do you think? Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel.